Money. What it actually is. The common knowledge here is that money is useless for living a fulfilling and happy life. Numerous studies have shown that once your money increases past a certain point where you can provide for your basic lifestyle needs, you cease to gain any kind of happiness boon from accumulating more money. Or, in some more contentious study, that it starts to taper off, although it still goes up. This is wrong, because most people are fucking stupid and they don't understand what money is. Let me show you. People's stupidity is encapsulated nicely in these two simple graphs. As we went over before, we see that as income increases, so does happiness, linearly until it hits a cutoff point, and then happiness stagnates even as income continues to go up. The reason behind this, which should be blatantly obvious, but isn't for some people, is that as income goes up, so does lifestyle, linearly, infinitely forever. The more money you make, the more money you spend. Do you understand yet? No, let me clarify then. As you start to earn more and more, your skill set grows, you bring in more wealth. Instead of doing anything productive with that wealth, you instead scale your lifestyle proportionally. That's better clothes, better car, better house, better experiences, or, well, no, more expensive, all of those things. Better was the wrong word there. And the issue here is pretty goddamn obvious, isn't it? Because you're always spending everything that you're making. You only ever have enough. You can be making $500,000 a year and still living paycheck to paycheck. That said, how do we escape this trap of hollow social validation and perceived wealth? Well, the answer is quite simple actually. You cut this off here, and this goes up like this. But why? The why is similarly quite basic once you understand it. It's because the way to increase your happiness is not increasing your lifestyle. The way to use wealth to increase your happiness and fulfillment in life is to reinvest all the money you make in freedom. Because when your lifestyle stays the same, but your income increases, your control over that lifestyle increases. No longer are you living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine for me, who do you think feels better? A guy who is driving a $20,000 second-hand decent car, who has the money in the bank account to know that he can wreck that car in the next hour, go out and buy another 10 with no concerns to him, versus the person in the $200,000 Lamborghini who can't afford to have replaced the upholstery if he stains it. Which one of these two men is more fulfilled? Which one of these two men is happier, is living a more enriching and beautiful, peaceful, calm life? Is it the one whose lifestyle went flat? Or is it the guy who invested all his money in a Lamborghini? Now, don't get me wrong. I am not advocating for saving all of your money, not buying your coffees and all of that bullshit that gurus tell you to do these days. No, quite the opposite. I'm advocating for you to spend every cent you make amongst your basic needs. Just not on lifestyle. You see, what I want you to spend that money on is yourself. We're going to take every dollar we make and we're going to reinvest it. We're going to reinvest not in stocks, not in shares, not in crypto. We're going to reinvest in ourselves. We're going to build businesses. We're going to scale skill sets. We're going to apply for training, buy books, things that increase who we are as people and the value we bring to the world. Because as that goes up, as we reinvest in ourselves, become more competent, capable, and awesome people, well, the value we give to the world goes up, and the wealth the world gives us back for that value increases proportionally. You start to look something like that. Okay? It's hard going at first, but once you've reinvested enough and enough, that starts to compound. Your skills go up, your value goes up, your income goes up. But why, Xavier? If money doesn't increase happiness, why would we want more of it? Well, because money can increase happiness, as long as you're not investing it full-heartedly in lifestyle. You see, the example before, the $20,000 car guy, what if you had enough money that you could afford to crash that $200,000 Lamborghini and go out and buy another 10 tomorrow? That's what we're aiming for. The goal of this is not to completely limit your lifestyle. The goal of this is to set back your lifestyle and then increase it proportionally. The idea being that your lifestyle is always marginal relative to your total income. So this is far less than this. What that means is that you are always going to have that base level of freedom that permits a terrific mentality. That is, essentially, the definition of fuck you money. It's where your lifestyle is so far below your income that you can afford to basically destroy everything and start over. It's where your lifestyle is so far below your income that nothing can touch you. You could get fired, lose your job, your business could collapse. But you know you'd bounce back because you've reinvested everything in yourself. It's mental, financial, and life security. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you make money. You do not increase your lifestyle proportional to your income. You keep it always set back and below. You let a huge pool of money accumulate from that wealth and you reinvest it in yourself so that you can make more wealth. The idea being that since your lifestyle is always below, if your wealth and your value as a person keeps increasing, well, so too will your lifestyle. It'll trend behind a bit, sure, but if you grow your wealth to the heights that humanity can reach, well, your lifestyle will be extraordinary, and you will have all the happiness and fulfillment that can come from that, once you escape the script of the modern idiot. Send this to someone who needs to hear it.